we are in the Vatican! Woohoo! The Vatican, which is the smallest country, of course, in the entire world. Those were the Vatican Museums, including the Sistine Chapel, lots of famous galleries, and historical, worldly sites. Made it, everybody, to the top of the cupola. Now we are inside San Pietro Basilica, or St. Peter's big-ass church. All right, guys, we're about to travel internationally from Italy, from Rome. As you can see, this is the very preventative border between Italy and Vatican. The Vatican, which is the smallest country, of course, in the entire world. It's only as big as this plaza and the buildings inside of it. So we're gonna check it out, gonna cross the border and see what we can see in the Vatican. Yay! And we are in the Vatican! Woohoo! Another country to the list. Pretty much everyone includes it in their itinerary to Rome because of its famous relevance for Christianity and history and beautiful art and architecture and history. All right, everybody, I'm not a huge museum junkie, and I didn't want to pay to do every little thing because the fees can add up for touristy stuff here. But I definitely wanted to at least check out the Sistine Chapel, which is a very famous church and work of art by Michelangelo, which Vanessa and I got tickets for, about $18, $19. So we're gonna check that out and then head to see some other stuff in the Vatican, but see one of the quintessential sites in the Vatican City. You can walk up this cool little ramp to see lots of sights along the way. Our choice was obvious. We were already wowed beginning in our first sort of area in the Vatican Museum, which really highlighted some marbled areas with lots of beautiful busts and statues, and of course, ridiculously ornate ceilings surrounding us. There are also some scrolls and images depicting some things that happened in Christianity, which of course you'd expect to see in the Vatican City near Italy. So we quickly found ourselves in the Gallery of Maps area. Now the Gallery of Maps is a series of maps mostly painted by Ignazio Danti. These highlight and show the then understanding of Italy, the different areas such as Rome and Naples, and the different highlights and seas and just overall geography of the area around them. After seeing some more historical and beautiful art littered around the museum, we finally came across another site that wasn't art itself, but was the Bramante staircase. This is a double helix staircase where you can go both up and down at the same time. After making our way through those series of exhibitions and different areas, we found ourselves in a bit of a courtyard area, which is really pretty and offered some great views of course, St. Peter's Basilica nearby. Our next exhibit we ventured to was the Pinacoteca, which had works like St. Jerome by Leonardo da Vinci, also had Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden by Wenzel Petter, and some other famous ones such as the Transfiguration painting by Raphael. Beautiful, and the meaning is really cool within the colors of the painting itself. We then went to the Gregorian Etruscan Museum, which was founded by Pope Gregory in 1836, and this really highlights some ancient history such as ancient Rome, showing different artifacts and really cool things that you wouldn't expect to see in the Vatican, but then again, the Vatican Museums are massive and there's so much to see and learn about, not just Roman Empire and that sort of thing. In the courtyard outside, you can also see the Sfera con Sfera, which is just a sphere within a sphere, a golden ball, really cool. They also have the Fontana della Pina, which represents the pineal gland of the brain. It's just a pine cone in my book. And right nearby is an area that's sort of reminiscent of the first area, which is the Gallery of Statues and Hall of Busts. Here we're going to see lots of marble, lots of beautiful sort of columns and pillars, and we might even see some notable figures such as some Greek mythological monsters or even Medusa herself. After having our fill of the museum, we needed to exit via the iconic Bramante staircase, the double helix we were talking about earlier, to make our way to a delicious nearby deli and cafe for, of course, a beer and a sandwich. The name was Duecento or Duecento, Gradi, right near the Vatican Museum. Definitely recommend to you. All right, everybody, so those were the Vatican Museums, including the Sistine Chapel, the Egyptian sites, lots of famous galleries, and historical, worldly sites of Rome and the Vatican and just the world in general. Now we are back in the main square of St. Pietra, and we're doing one of the free things you could do, which is go to St. Pietra's Basilica, which is the largest Christian church in the entire world, and we're gonna check it out, see what it has to offer, and maybe go to the top and get a really good view. We shall see. Spoiler alert, we got, I don't say pressured, but we feel obligated to climb to the very top to see a great view of the Vatican and Rome. Got our 2 tickets here. We're gonna climb 551 stairs on foot, after a long weekend of sightseeing. So we'll see how it is. Looking forward to it. So it begins. All right, I need a break. So we're already out of breath. I'm sure we're about 100 steps in. Ish, we'll see. But hey, cool thing is you don't really get a view so far. So once you do go up there, it's gonna be a completely different perspective. That's the elevator, probably.
Oh, is that it?
That little mini tower must have been at least the first 200 or something. There is the actual cupola, the dome. So we're gonna finish that up, guys. Take a little water break, and then get those views that we paid our money for. So around the first elevator point led us to the inside of the actual dome, which we get a nice little perimeter around, seeing the gorgeous design and the sights from above. Don't want to be too loud because it's still pretty quiet in here, but it's absolutely stunning inside. I don't know if I can do this. I'm claustrophobic. So this feels like a hike in the mountains when you do what you call a fat squeeze, where there's 2 slabs of rock real close and tight together. If you're a big person, this might be really claustrophobic for you. This is kind of crazy. The hellish little circular part is over. One more steps to go. This is a claustrophobic person's nightmare. I think we're almost there. Oh no. It gets worse. But I think we made it. Maybe. Get it, everybody, to the top of the cupola. The views are pretty crazy. So because it was €8 a person, definitely want to stay up here a little bit and take advantage of the views. Really cool. Wish the bars were a little bit bigger, or you could get a more expansive view with your head. I use my camera to sneak between the cracks a little bit. But now we have the truly harrowing descent through another narrow spiral staircase. That's it, everybody. That is the Basilica, the dome of the world's biggest Christian church. And right on top of the roof, absolutely stunning. Pro tip, guys, they have these sort of things all over Rome where you can get naturally fresh water filled up these little fountains that are really cool, like historical. Looks like they probably used them back in the Roman days when the water was so clean that everyone died of disease. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, really cool. The water actually is really fresh and delicious and free. The really cool thing is, on the way down from the top of the cupola, you can get really close to the apostles, which you are seeing right now, these massive white Christian figures that you can notice all around the Vatican City at the top of the little columns that go in this little semicircle sort of shape. You can get right up close and personal to them. They're pretty big. We came down from the dome, now we are inside San Pietro Basilica, or St. Peter's big ass church. Sorry. St. Peter's Basilica is actually the largest Catholic church in the world, and it's even more mind-blowing on the inside than from the view at the cupola. The inside is grandiose, it's massive, has beautiful golds and marbles and really grandiose structures. Definitely feels like a place that'll take your breath away, and is very memorable, not just for its size, but it's just sheer beauty. Absolutely mesmerizing. So that was the Vatican, everybody. Absolutely beautiful open spaces, churches, museums, history. Do as much as you want for the museums, but definitely have to check out St. Peter's Basilica. Go to the top if you want a fun adventure. And then if you want as much as you can possibly feast your eyes on, go to the museums, pay the tickets, do the tour guide if you want some more interesting history and context. But that was another country and one of the things you have to do in Rome.